Black Diamond, Joel Dunn.
Mike, there was a pulpit that was supposed to come up out of the ground. Randy got a pulpit. Why can't I get one? Okay, team. So, are you guys living up to the person God called you to be? Are you living up to God's view of your potential? Do you want to know why I keep grinding every single day, even though I'm Black Diamond? And I'm going to read this because this is really good stuff. Because a spirit of complacency will rob you of God's greater purpose for your life. See, He put you in this company not only so that you could change your legacy, but so that you could be the legacy changer for somebody else's family and you could become a world changer. See, the way that I look at this business every single day is, if you can build it, shouldn't you? Thanks, Legos. I was waiting for it. So, Cindy had some really, really awesome things to say this weekend because we're all just kind of repeating it. So if you're repeating something, it's obviously from God, so you guys should pretty much listen really well. Yesterday, she talked about Jesus' parable of the talents, and I'm going to revisit it for you guys. Before long, there was this journey of a master that had 3 servants that he gave talents to. One he gave 5, one he gave 2, one he gave 1 to. We kind of know how the story went. When he came back, he wanted to see how they did with it. The first one was super awesome, went out, blitzed a bunch of people, got 10 more talents. The second one, he was okay, still went diamond. He doubled his to 4. The master looked at those 2 guys and was like, "Well done, you good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you the master over many things." Unfortunately, there was that 1/3 guy. See, he was afraid and he buried that talent. But guess what? He still returned that talent. He still had it. He didn't lose it, but it was totally unused. But the master looked at him and said, "You wicked and slothful," that's a good word, slothful servant. And he took his talent and gave it to the person that had the 10. The number one thing that fuels me every single day is knowing that I want to get to heaven and hear, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." I keep going and running every single day because I know that the little that I've been entrusted with can be given to someone else that could be doing something with it. I want to be the one that's receiving the extra from that complacent, slothful person because Stephanie and I are willing to never not be working. The truth is, if we're all honest, really, many of us aren't living up to our highest potential. Would you say that you're living up to God's view of you and your potential? I know I'm not. See, the pain of falling short is nothing compared to the pain and regret of stopping short. I would rather go all in with it works, work as hard as I possibly can, get all the way to the end, and realize that I worked my hardest and know that I did a good job, than to get to the very end and have never had taken that chance and lived with a world of regret. See, there's no shame in falling short. Stopping short, well, that's going to leave you with regret that's going to stick with you forever. It is okay to be bad. It's not okay to be slow. See, the first time you do something, that is going to be the worst that you should ever be at it ever again. But the more that you do it, the more that you go out and fail, the faster that you do that, the better that you become, the closer that you get to your goal, and the closer you get to your success. And the best part is that is when you are living up to your greatest potential. So like I said yesterday, the way that you get to Black Diamond is not by focusing on yourself, but on focusing on other people. The way that you stay Black Diamond is understanding that God is using you and working through you to reach other people and to change their lives. But not only that, you must have a vision. Mark is great with vision. He has a vision that none of us can actually see. It's much greater than what we can all see. And that's us reaching millions of people whose lives we are intended to impact. Once you grab hold of that, you will never quit working, because this business goes beyond a paycheck. This business goes into transforming families and offering hope to people standing in food lines, single mothers whose energy is getting shut off, and family members who are serving overseas that are trying to figure out how to make their next paycheck. The huge reason why we keep working and completing the steps to success every month is because we know that there are 3 to 5 of those people out there each and every month that God intended for us to help be the catalyst of change. And if you don't reach them, they may never reach the purpose that God had for them. See, Mother Teresa said it best: a life not lived for other people is no life at all. I know God brought you guys here today for this weekend, for such a time as this. He has purpose for your potential. My question for you is, are you committed to never not work your potential to the highest level and fulfill God's purpose of changing thousands of lives through your It Works business? The time is now. The decision is yours. Commit to being legendary. Thank you, guys.
Let's give it up one more time for Joel, Stephanie Dunn.